prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on. Forget it, we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the
It's week 8 of the NFL, and we'll see Bryce Young. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Panthers and the Broncos, and it's coming up next.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. All in all, they'll take a repeat here if they can get it.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers. They were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Let's go. Here's Nix to throw right away. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Middle, he finds Vele. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
Let's go now.
On play action, here's Nix. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead give up the middle to Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now 2nd and 9. To throw is Nix. This one swung out to Williams. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Williams going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game?
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Panthers head out for their initial drive, and at the helm is their second-year quarterback now, the #1 overall pick from 2023, Bryce Young.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A check on the numbers last week for Hubbard. 12 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
13 yards, first down, Panthers. Out of the gun, it's Young. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. We can look at this Bronco defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, for help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Young to throw on 4th. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Xavier Legette, 43 yards. And the Panthers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Nix to the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. Throwing Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. A give up the middle, Hubbard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he fights forward for a modest 2.
Getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Young. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Denver's offense now set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State. Here's Jaleel McLaughlin. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Again, it's Williams.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Now it's Nix.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he will slide down with a good gain. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Young will set to throw. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Xavier Legette.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's Nix.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Operating from the gun. Here's Nix.
His throw incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
That is caught by Vele.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
The rookie from Oregon on target with that one and leads to a first down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 48.
The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the half, Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Right back to Hubbard.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now again, it's Hubbard going left.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spin.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Broncos offense and Javonte Williams head out for this. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And his throw is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
He'll get that complete to Vele.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Nix from the shotgun.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
In motion left goes a tight end.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Third down, Young from the gun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Young now. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3 and out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Panthers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Well, the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Caught left side, Williams. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them out that way.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Let's go now.
Williams will try again. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Marvin Mims, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head,
looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now here's Young. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Hubbard. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now second and 3. Looking to throw. Nix. At this point, down big. You'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
From the gun on third down. Nix. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And it's
set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A give, running right, it's Hubbard.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19.
And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. He's going to let this one go deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the zone read, a handoff here to Brooks.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Young going to give to Brooks.
Able to, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
At the 45-yard line.
To throw is Nix. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Javonte Williams out of the backfield, and it's 3rd and short. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Nix to throw again. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Here's a 2nd and 8. Nix to the air. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
That's how I be happy. Just for all my not a band. For my ladies on stage, they clapping transaction. Cause your mama need a mansion. Get cracked. Put them in the can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears. Lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label trying to give me feedback. Tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cause been weak since. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it down for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In the dirty apartments. Stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like the New Orleans. Girl shine. Like the women know ya. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palm, spilling, code 304. She don't want a 16, renegade on a make it. Buy a trees, no love. I'ma sleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran. Gotta watch for the cameras before you get freaky. Can't with no random needs. The sneaky if police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it.
I should like point back, do what I could like point back, do what I should like point back, do what I could like.